Shalom. Giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ravakal Kodash. Double honor to the apostles, a great millstone, do well. Peace, love, and blessings also to you, brothers on the highways and byways, giving all diligence to make your call and election sure, and also blessings to the very few sisters out there listening, learning, and believing. I'm thy fellow labor, Kanakla, coming at you once again with another lesson, Lord's will, to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai's lessons edifying and exhorting. I'm here at the gig. You know, you at the gig more than you at the house. So, man, I'm going to try to make this quick and brief as possible. But the title of this one would be basically, Woe to You Who Trust in Egypt. And that's pursuing Isaiah, the 30th chapter, as you can see here. But I want to make a quick point before I get into this lesson. Because as you can see, you know, our people trust in the system, okay? And no matter, which I'm going to show you a few things, but no matter how much you can show them that voting doesn't work, that, you know, it's basically presidents are selected, not elected, and your voting will never change because the people that you vote for, they're just puppets, you know, posers. The people behind the scenes, which we know as a lot of people call them Illuminati, but the banking families, a small percentage of people, they control what goes on and what happens, okay? But since you trust in a system, you believe in it, just like on the right-hand side, we trust and we believe in Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. So, you know, as I say, with the Lord, all things are possible, okay? So no matter what situation we put in, even though physically, you know, carnally, there's no way out of it, we trust in Yahweh Bashmi Yahweh Shai. So no matter what situation we put in, we know we can get out of that situation, even if it's not so-called logical, even if there's no logical explanation for us to get out of the situation that we're in, okay, which takes faith to believe, we still believe and trust that Yahweh Bashmi Yahweh Shai can get us out of it, okay? So, likewise, with our people, they trust in Egypt, all right? They put their trust in this place, in this government system, and voting, okay, hoping that their situation, their conditions will be better if they vote on this individual, if they vote on that individual. And just off rip, you know, what has changed from us voting? We've gotten worse and worse progressively, worse and worse, okay? No matter who we voted for. So I'm going to, you know, stop talking here so much. Before I get that, let's get this real fast, all right? And I just typed in, he who controls the money supply of a nation controls the nation, which I'm pretty sure the elites made this quote as well. I forget who it was concerning the British Empire, but here it is, a guy by the name of James A. Garfield. He who controls the money supply of a nation controls the nation, okay? And if your country has a central bank in it, those are all puppet leaders that are set up, and the bankers are the one that's calling the shots behind the scenes, all right, and making things happen. The guy that you vote for, he's just reading a script. The guy that you see, he's just reading a script. He's playing a role, all right? The guys that control the money. So that's a fact, okay? That's should I say that's evidence? Okay, because it's, you know, people can still say it's a conspiracy. The whole shadow government thing is a conspiracy. Okay, well, that's evidence. Okay, so let's go from there to, I get the precepts real fast. It's Isaiah 30 verse 1. It says, Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. They walk to go down into Egypt, All right, and this Egypt will be referring to America today. You can also apply it to ancient Egypt because it's the same mindset, it's the same concept, but ancient Egypt had already fell by the time Isaiah had wrote this. So prominently it's talking about this modern day Egypt, aka America. It says, they walked to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth. All right, so they didn't go to the prophets. It says to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. So to be the trust and the covering of Egypt, man. All right, it says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt be your confusion. Why? Because the Lord is going to plague and destroy Egypt as he did before. Modern day Egypt will be America. So that's why it's going to be a shame unto you, because you trust and you believe in this system, man. Okay? So no matter all the evidence we can show you, which I got something right here to show you. This was one. Okay? So here it is. This article, Andrew Jackson and the Bank War. All right? I know Andrew Jackson, off the top of my head, Abraham Lincoln, and Kennedy. All right, they all tried to do something similar, which basically is give the power back to the people and take the power from the bankers or the one percenters. And then Nixon, when he got in the office, he removed the gold standard from off the dollar. So it was done then. Okay. But here it is, just one of the individuals, Andrew Jackson. All right, he was the U.S. president. I believe he was the 7th, if I'm not mistaken. You can fact check me on that. So, Salakia, let me go back up. It says Andrew Jackson and the Bank War. So let's go down. I'm going to just get right to the point here. It says a national threat. Jackson thought the bank... Oh, Salakia. Jackson thought the bank put too much power in the hands of too few wealthy American private citizens. Okay? It says too few. So the power is only in a small few through these banking systems. Okay? And the majority of the stockholders were foreign investors with allegiance to other governments. So this is the point. Jackson thought the bank put too much power in the hands of too few wealthy American private citizens. So he fought against that. The U.S. president. You can think up to now, it's been long gone. This country has been infiltrated. All right. There's multiple central banks here in America. Okay. Once again, these are privately owned banking systems. Okay? Just because it says Federal Reserve, it has nothing to do with the government. These are privately owned banking systems. So they are the ones, let's go back to that. They are the ones who control the nation, not the people you vote for. So even though I will present someone with this evidence, but because they trust in Egypt, they trust in the system, they trust in the shadow. Just like on the right hand side, they're not, you can't sway them from believing, because they worship the beast. They believe in the system, man. Okay. Once again, this is something I just put together real quick, not to go into too much of detail, man. Because this stuff goes deep. Lots and lots of reading and history. But I just wanted to show you a small example of a U.S. president that wanted to keep the power to the people. Kennedy, all right, was one of the most recent ones. Wanted to do the same thing. Lincoln, the same. All right, and what happened to Lincoln and Kennedy? They both were off, man. So it's Revelation 13:11. And I'll close out with this. It says, "Now I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and this beast is a empire." Okay, when you go into Daniel's, read about beast, this beast, that beast. Those are empires. So this beast is talking about the empire, aka America. "I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb," talking about both political parties, Democrats and Republicans. In the previous verses, it was talking about Rome. All right, the last beast, if I'm not mistaken. Psyche, verse 12. Here it is. "And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him." So the Roman Empire, they had this similar plebeians, I believe, in the patricians. Okay, that Senate. It says, "And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed." So Rome, America is Rome regenerated, man. Reincarnated. All right. Back again in the flesh. But the point was in verse 11. So here it is. You have two horns. Today they call it left wing, right wing. But the two horns connected to the same beast, man. Okay, so you trust in, but in voting, trust in the system, and you going out voting is showing that you trust in the system, man. Okay, I haven't voted in over 10 years. Over 10 years, probably going on 11, man. And that was when I came into truth and got this understanding. Okay. But the point being is that you're picking on one, you're picking one horn to win, but it's connected to the same beast that the other horn is connected to. Okay? And the people who control the money, they're the ones who really call the shots. All right? Everybody thinks Trump is some renegade or rebel to the deep state. Okay? That he's just going, no, when Trump get in the office, he gonna go right along with the program, man. Of that small few who control everything. Okay? So that's pretty much it, man. I'm gonna leave it there. I mean, Lord willing, was edifying. You know, I'm like I said, I'm at the job, just Holy Spirit working on my mind gave me the inspiration to put this up, you know, because our people still trust in the system, man. Okay, they trust in oppression, but we sitting back looking at them like, you fools, man. You